Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. If you are new here, I am Victoria from Wings of Ascension, and this is your daily astrological horoscope for Wednesday, May 17th, 2023. Now, before I show you the chart, we're just going to talk a little bit because we've had a lot of really big things happen. We had Mercury stop its retrograde motion, station direct, and getting ready to eventually start moving forward. We talked about when this happens, you feel the archetype that Mercury is currently in very intently at this moment of stationing. So everything seemed very simple. It seemed very honest. It seemed very clear. Now that we've kind of started to move away from that just a little bit, what we're finding is that the things that were not clear to us during retrograde are coming out. Whether these be intentional lies, whether these be things that were just misunderstood to us, maybe all the pieces just truly weren't there yet. These things are coming out and they're becoming clear. Look on the big scale, the big picture. There are truths that are coming out about things that have happened that are crystal clear now. Whether, there were lies told to cover things, to manipulate things, the truth is out. Things that we didn't have all of the information on. Now we haven't what we think is all the information, and we're able to move forward with. So this moment where we're now coming out of this retrograde, things are becoming clear. So in your own life, what is becoming clear to you? The area in which you're going to have clarity is going to vary depending on your chart, but there are things that are now becoming clear to you because Mercury has stopped its retrograde and it is stationing to go direct. The next big thing that has happened is that Jupiter has ingressed into Taurus. So we've spent the last, give or take, year or so of our lives building and expanding upon ourselves. Who are we? What are we? What do we want for our life? That last year is really where we were focusing quite a bit on. We were knowing what we want for our future, who we want to be, what we want to create. We know. Now we have stepped over the threshold. Jupiter has ingressed into Taurus and we are building. No more are you going to get downloads. No more are you going to have epiphanies. No more are you going to have these aha moments where, I know what my future is. That window has closed. We have moved on. That's why I was so adamant that this is your window's closing. Look into the little pings from the universe. You're being guided where to go. You know what you need for your own soul's journey. Follow it, run with it, do it. Because now that door is closed. You ain't getting any more information in. You already got it. Now you're either going to build with it because you know it and you want it and you're going to go after it. Or you're going to sink into the lower vibration of, I want it, but I can't get it. And that's where we're at today. I want to talk about this. Let's bring up this camera so you can see in the chart. All right. So we will talk about the moon and the daily stuff, but what we're talking about right now, we have a, excuse me, we have a T-square in the chart, which is a big transit, a longer term transit, not a year, it's not a whole year long thing. This is we've been feeling this for a week. We're going to feel it for another week or so. This, we'll go yellow just because it stands out. This T-square moment involves an opposition of Jupiter. No, that's Pluto. Opposition of Pluto and Mars. They're at odds with each other. They're at different ends of the table. And then we've got Jupiter over here who is squaring each one of them. So you can see there's this triangle. This is a T-square. I know this is you're like, why does it make a T-square? Just roll with it. Okay, it's called a T-square. There's geometric reasons for it, but y'all see it as triangle. We call it a T-square. Let's dissect it. You can see it, you know it's there. Let's talk about it. So, this T square with the opposition of Mars and Pluto, and then the square from both Mars and Pluto to Jupiter is, well, what it's doing is amplifying our hopes, our dreams, our ambitions. Anytime we have Pluto, we have intensity. Crank that intensity all the way up. Whenever we have Jupiter, we have expansiveness. So, regardless of the conversation, regardless of the topic, regardless of the friendliness of it, we have intensity dialed all the way up. We have just incredible amounts of amplification from Jupiter dialed all the way up. So you're talking big, intense, very big emotional moments. Yes, this can also translate to literal big things happening. I'm not going to say too much in terms of things that could be really big when you turn the intensity and the volume all the way up, but you can kind of connect dots onto how that could go. We'll talk about the beach ball. You're really excited with your beach ball. You put all of the air from Jupiter into that, and you're really excited because you really want to have the beach ball because you got Pluto and its intensity. Now you don't have a beach ball no more. Those things can happen on the grand scale. Again, not even gonna bring that juju in, but you can all figure out what I'm hinting at here. Because we have Mars also in the mix, planet of war, aggression. I think you can pick up what I'm putting down. Like I said, I'm not putting that out there. I don't want to bring that negative energy in, but I'm just saying it's possible, right? On a personal scale, which is really what we're dealing with here. Because what happens in the big scale is going to happen. You and I play no role in this, really. Things are going to play out the way the collective needs it to play out. However, how we deal with it on our personal scale is what makes all the difference. So this moment is amplifying, like I said, our biggest hopes, dreams, ambitions. If you are on your soul's journey and you are doing what you need to do, you've taken all of the hints that came through, even if it was just the last few weeks where I've been like, hey, listen, and you're seeing the lights, like I said, the lights started to ping on your journey through the future. You can't see the whole path, but you can see the lights along the way. Even if you just started that then, you're doing what you need to do. This moment is going to help you with that because it's going to help you see where you are doubting yourself, where you are not putting in the energy in the different areas of your journey for yourself, for your professional life, your friendships, your romantic relationships, whatever. And you can adjust, adapt, and move in the appropriate ways. However, if you are not paying attention, if you are not aware, you are aware, but you're hiding from it, to where you need to go, what you need to be, what your soul wants from you, this can be a very, very, very uncomfortable time because we have this moment that's amplifying and exaggeratively blowing up our fears, our self-doubt. And when you look at the signs involved here that are helping to paint this amplification and intensity of fear, of doubt, we have Taurus. Jupiter is now in Taurus. Taurus is all about your self-worth, your values. Money, food. Again, we talked about not going too far. We have Cancer. Cancer is how we feel good. Cancer is all about nurturing, caring, loving, support. And then we have Aquarius. Aquarius is all about the people. It's about the future. It's about the cosmic beyond. So we have this amplification that's highlighting our self-worth, our futures, and our ability to care for ourselves. Again, if you're on the path, you're doing the things you need to do, you can see where you're failing in these particular areas. And I don't say fail like, oh, you're a loser. It just means you're not doing the things you need to do. You're neglecting it, but now you can see it and you can change it. If you're not on that path, can you imagine the fear that someone is going to be living in right now? Because the world is insane. We all agree. The world is crazy town. And we've got this Pluto in Aquarius that is all about the unknown, the future, the cosmos. We're talking complete chaos. We're talking ETs, everything and anything when you're dealing with Aquarius and the Uranian energy. All of that, and now you've got the ability to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself. That moment, if you aren't on your soul's path and you aren't doing what you need to do, you're going to have anxiety out the wing wong. You're going to feel it. You're going to be on edge at every moment. You're going to question everything. You're going to doubt everything. This is why astrology is so important, because we're at this moment. And you can now see it, and I guarantee you feel it, and you can adjust what needs to be adjusted. How do we do that? Like I said, if you're on your soul's journey and you know what you're doing, you also know what things you need to focus more on. Clear out what doesn't help you anymore. If you're not on your soul's journey, you have a very beautiful gift that you feel this reaction of nervousness, of anxiety, of fear. Use those moments where you get the bubbling of the acid, you get the tenseness of the fear, to see what's happening. Literally write it down, and without judgment, see what it is, see your role in it, see your reaction to it, and then see where you can change, how you can change, what you can change, why you can change, all of those things. Now, you ain't going to change if the crazy people that run the world want to do crazy things. You're not going to change that. What you can change is your reaction to it. Okay, so they pull some crazy stuff and bombs go off. Well, are you going to sit and hide and be scared in your basement all the time? Or are you still going to live your life? I mean, sure, you're going to be aware, you're going to be conscious, but you're still going to live your life. At least I am. I'm not hiding out in my basement. If that's what you want to do, I mean, that's what you want to do. I don't think it's going to help your life any, though. Just saying. So, with this week-long thing that is going to be exact right about now, feel into whatever's coming up. I know I say that a lot, and I guess I should clarify that. You, like I said before, you know what anxiety feels like. We've all been there. You get that feeling. You know what fear feels like. Now I want you to make a conscious effort when you're in a moment of joy to feel that response also, because your body does give you that response. When your soul and your human are out of alignment, your human tells you, hey, something ain't right here. When your soul and your human are in alignment, your soul and your human can relax. When you're laughing and you're having fun and you're in a joyful moment, your body feels good, right? I mean, it feels good. So when you're on the opposite, we're all used to that. You're aware of it. You know it. Now I want you to really, really understand your body's response to the opposite things, to the joy, to the excitement. Feel it, understand it, because when things come up, different things, an opportunity comes your way. You may have a nervousness, but you're also going to have either a yes response in your body or a no response. And I cannot tell you what that is because each body is different. But the more you take time to practice feeling into your body's physiological response to yes and no, to danger and safety, to security and questioning, the easier everything becomes. Right? And all of this, all of what we do, all of what I hope you do on your own is about living your best life. And the way to do that is to get in deep into who you are. Yes, astrology 100% 100 trillion million billion zillion times over is going to help you see into who you are. It's your soul's contract that you're reading. But another element of this is the human part of it, the flesh, the blood, the bones, all of it. Because we're a soul in this body. And when you're able to understand your body's response to the soul stuff, that is when everything changes. So, that's a lot. But again, it's not a lot. It's very easy, very simple. Tune in, you know what to do. Very simple. I know I'm like, it's fine. I go through it too, though. I'm not saying I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm saying I'm not perfect, right? I'm a human. I make mistakes. I do things that I'm like, I do them too. There are things that I know I should do that I don't. And there are things that I begrudgingly do that I don't want to do. In that attitude of I don't want to do this and I'm doing it anyway, doesn't help anything. I am ever much the human that makes mistakes and learns as they go. So don't ever feel bad if you're not totally living in alignment, because any spiritual person that tells you, I'm all zen and love, they're probably living a double life where they show you that they're wonderful and that everything is peace, love, and harmony, but in reality, they're not putting it into practice and they're not following through, because real spirituality is a hot mess. It's learning, it's doing, it's getting dirty. It is. It's great, but learning isn't always easy, right? So here we are. Here is this. I will come back real quick, give you the other things that are going to pop through the day, and we'll go back to our yellow, from our yellow to our daily purple. She's a little covered, but the moon is right here. She has moved into Taurus. So the overall energy for the day is going to be very earthy, very simple, very sensual. Again, don't confuse the word sensual with the word sexual, because sensual is just about understanding our senses. What have I been saying about feeling into your body? The moon in Taurus is a very sensual day. Everything clicks within your body and in your soul. So the moon is in Taurus. She's going to cross over Jupiter. That is a moment of really feeling and knowing deeply where you are, who you are, and that you're ready to jump in and build your future, because this is what we're doing. We've already created the blueprints in our mind. Now we're laying the foundation. That moment is a very positive one if you're on the right path. If you're not, it ain't gonna feel great. I'm just gonna tell you. But you're in control. You can adjust. So that moon Jupiter, which is a hot mess because I drew all over it. The moon is also going to, so here's the moon. Y'all saw her. Moon. She's right there hiding. Moon is also going to, and I'm just going to go like this. Here's our nodes. Here's Mercury. Moon is also going to, as the day progresses, pass over our north node, oppose our south node down here. And then she's going to end up at the end of the day right near Mercury, going to get right past it. So really, this Mercury moon is going to be while you're sleeping. It's not going to be a ton of, probably a ton of active response, because you may not be awake for it. You might, I don't know, it depends on you. But this moon meeting up with the nodes is further encouraging us to dive into our future, to build, to create. This moon with Mercury, like I said, you may not feel it that much, but again, it's just encouraging our mind to get into it. It's encouraging us to see more, to, crystal clear image that blueprint, right? We now know that we want to have a spiral staircase in the house, right? Now we know. All in all, you have support from the moon, because the moon is in Taurus. The moon likes to be in Taurus. It's at home in Taurus. So you have support for the day with this intense moment. And like I said, it can be a moment where you've been doing your thing, you know what's up. Or it can be a moment where, holy crap, the sky is falling. If the sky is falling, make the adjustments, because you can. Like I said, you ain't getting any more insights, but you already know it's there. I know you do. I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, you don't know, you missed it, because it's there. It's within you. It is. It's just a matter of whether you allow yourself to know it or not. Do the thing for you. Pluto and Aquarius, my friends. Change the world. That's what this moment is about. How are you going to build the future that changes the world? All right? As I tell you every time, you've got this. We've got this. I love you all, and I will see you on Thursday.